Hazur, there's an article which has appeared in La Croix in France, and it's of some interest. It's where...
Water?
Pardon? La Croix.
La Croix is water?
The cross.
Huh?
The cross. It's a Christian paper.
Huh?
Yes. Where an interview was done of the Home Minister, who is Mr. Jean-Pierre Chevènement, and Hazur will remember perhaps that he used to be the Defense Minister during the Gulf War crisis.
And when he resigned?
Yes, exactly.
Because of the unjust treatment of the Bosnians.
Yes. Well, of the Iraqis, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Iraqis.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right. He's the person. Mm-hmm. So he's made some nice comments about Islam, and he wants Islam to be better known in France. So,
and he's the one who wrote to me once and sent a person who interviewed me, because somehow someone had told him that I had praised him highly for his uprightness and sense of justice. So I think it is the same minister who wrote to me, and at least the person who came to interview me, he introduced him to me in this light.
I see.
That because of your interest in him and because of what you had expressed during the Gulf War, he had become interested, and I think he took the interview and played it back to him when we went to Paris.
I see.
He was living in the south of France somewhere, not in the south, but in the middle of France, in the south of Paris.
Well, he was actually in the east near Alsace, in a place near Alsace.
But north-south, it happened to be in the middle?
Well, no, it was more to the east, actually.
More to the east?
Yes.
But north-south is a different dimension.
Yes, well, let's say northeast if you wish.
Northeast, that's right. Yes. I think he's the person, yes.
Yes. So
anyway,
yes, if
it may or may not be, but tell me what he has expressed.
Yes. So this is just a gist of what has been said in this article. It's written that Monsieur Jean-Pierre Chevènement paid tribute to monotheistic religions for their contributions to French culture, affirming that humanity would be missing something if it was deprived of the particularity which is born of a sense of transcendence. He also said that secularism is a value, not a dogma. For the first time, he publicly expressed himself on Islam and its settling in France.
I like this observation. Read it again.
Yes, that humanity would be missing something. He also said that secularism is a value, not a dogma.
That's right.
Because it tends to become a dogma in France, unfortunately.
I see.
Yes. So he said...
if you misunderstand it to be a dogma, then it will play a negative role in the society. And this is what I have been telling the whole world. The secularism is not a dogma. It's a value of fairness and honesty to everybody. So I like this man. He's really a very profound person. I think you better write to him as my comments on what he is reported to have said and which was printed in the press.
Inshallah.
And tell him that I would love to meet him one day if I come to France, or if he ever visits London, please request him to find time for me. Either he should stay with us here and a comfortable arrangement will be made, or he could come to dine with plenty of time, of course, to discuss this and that, right?
Inshallah. He had also said something about the Muslims themselves in France, which I think may be of some importance. Perhaps Hazur could comment on this. He said that he addressed the representatives of the Islamic community and said that I'm counting on you to help me create a basis for normal relations between the state and Islam in France. And he said that he was considering the creation of an institute of research and education to make Islam better known in France, concluding saying that there is room for Islam at the Republican table, meaning that Islam is welcome in France.
It is there that he stands the need for our advice, because his intention is good, but he'll be led into so many problems when he implements this intention. So I think it is there that our meeting becomes the more important and necessary. So write a nice letter to him, telling him of my full approval and applaud at his intentions, but tell him it's a dangerous ground he's treading. Now, I have refreshed my memory as to what actually happened, and I think my first remark was right. It was the same minister who also spoke for the freedom of the Bosnians and Albanians, etc. And it was the community around him, the community of Bosnians and Albanians, etc., who were also known to me. So when they sang high praises of this man as a great person who had the courage to speak truth with justice in every world affair, then it was that if I remember rightly, I wrote to him, not about the previous occasion, but about his interest in the Boston War. And I said, you are the only person in the West who stood up to this and a great man. In response to that, what I have just related happened. So I remember the person was sitting here when he interviewed me, and he told me that the minister, ex-minister, is now fully aware of your existence, your presence, and what you are in the community, etc., etc. And it was at his behest that he had come to interview me on various issues which related to the Albanians and Bosnians, not the Iraqis. I have got that interview recorded here, video recorded. So if I could lay my hands to that, maybe we could refresh our memory further by that interview.
Inshallah. I remember also that during the Gulf War, if Hazur would permit me, Hazur had also expressed a high opinion of what he had done.
Of course I did. That I'm not denying that.
Yes, but that was
but at that expression of opinion, the contact was not made.
Yes.
I just did it one-sidedly. You know, that was not for his sake, it was from the sake of my own honesty. That I had to pay this such high tribute to a European who was, who was overwhelmingly impressive in his boldness and his dedication to justice. And you should remember it, I think, because you were in Paris when the first contact was made by him,
yes,
with me.
That contact I remember, but the second went directly, I think.
That was not concerning the Gulf. It was concerning the Eastern European crisis of Bosnians, etc.
Yes, that must have gone directly from Hazur to him. It didn't.
No, but you were there. You were present in that.
Yes, but it didn't go through
that
me.
Visit. No, not through you. No. But the person who came and said that he had come from him and he spoke, I think you were present, no?
I was present in France, but I don't know of this. It's the news for me today. Yes. Shall we?
Please.
Yes.